Peace, peace, peace. I am Phillip Roundtree, and you are tuned into the April 9th edition of Rhetorically Speaking. I am joined by my esteemed guest co host on this Thursday, fresh from the Wakanda streets. You know what I mean? Fresh out of Zamunda. Right? I don't even know where you get that from these days. I remember it was a fashion trend. The dashiki is that a dashiki? Is that what we call dashikis? Okay, I'm not sure where you get the dashiki from these days. I remember it was a trend a few years ago, but not so much anymore. But yeah, okay. Well, exactly, exactly. You got to go to a Dune Day or something like that. Who knows if a Dune Day is even going to be popping off this year with the in these Corona streets, man. Yeah. And just hope it comes back next year, bigger, better than ever. So, so shout out to. Oh, go ahead, because I ain't gonna even say your name. Yeah, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I don't have to say your name. So okay, there we go. Affording me the opportunity to do the intro. So shout out to our guest co-host for this Thursday, Ashley Guy, again straight out of the Wakanda streets. We got a dope show on tap for you today. We're gonna talk about white people licking stuff still. They haven't learned their lesson. Also going to be asking who is not allowed in your home, whether you're there, whether you're not there. Just who's not allowed in your home ever? Because I just had a situation go down where somebody was in my home and I didn't know they was going to be in my home, but they was in my home, and I had to think about it like, no, people like this are never allowed in my home and in my space. So we're gonna talk about that. And lastly, we're gonna build our quarantine team. So and I sent you this earlier, Ash. You get $15. You get $15, and while you're and we got a list of things that you got to use that $15. And I'm sure you saw different things like this, like build your favorite basketball team with only $15. So you get these various options popping off. So that's what we're going to talk about. So first, how you feeling out in these quarantine streets? Missed you last week. My Oh, I appreciate it. This dog just fell down the steps in my house. Again, who's not allowed in my house? This little puppy. Because he just tumbled down. She just tumbled down the steps, and now I think she's blind in the other eye now. But I do have a handicapped dog. I do. I am. No, you're not gonna tell me you out in these furlough streets. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did the glass get bigger? I feel like the glass is about triple the size of 2 weeks ago. Man. So I mean, and you joined, millions and millions and millions of other people who are either furloughed or they're unemployed. They've had some hours cut back. We know that within the last 3 weeks, 16 million people have filed for unemployment. And so, it's unfortunate, but at least you know that you're not alone out here. And I think, which I don't know if that's a consolation prize, but you in addition, the fact that at least you have a job when you come back, or when things settle down. So I think that's important. Then also, even being furloughed, you're still allowed to apply for unemployment under the CARES Act, whenever that drops in your state. I know in Pennsylvania, I go on there every day to find out, and they like, yeah, what's up with this? What's up? And they like, yeah. So they go through this whole thing on the Pennsylvania website. They like, well, if you're unemployed in Pennsylvania, you were laid off, he'll feel free. But yeah, if this doesn't apply to you and you fall under the CARES Act, just keep checking back here regularly until we get some more information for y'all. And it's
For a pen, you got to apply. It's just a whole racket. And then everybody isn't guaranteed unemployment benefits. So it's a whole thing. It's tough, but I have instantly, like, my creative juices have kicked in. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and, you know what I mean, just sit on this couch and Netflix and Hulu my life away. So it's it's good and bad, I guess.
yeah,
I was a little upset. Yo, I went to Target. All I wanted was some Lysol wipes. There was a line of 30 people outside of Target. The Trader Joe's line was like all the way down Namath Road. I was just like, yo, I can't accept this as our new normal.
yeah.
Like, is this what we have to deal with every time we want to go shopping for basic needs? Basic needs.
Now, did you,
And then nobody appreciates and space on the inside. Everybody's bumping into each other. It's just when outside you have to stand in a line 6 feet apart, but inside, people all up on you.
I thought that was the whole point of it. Like when you get inside, first I heard they were only letting like 3.5 people in, right? And then
Yeah,
you gotta
not
go
three
down.
and a half.
Then you gotta only one person down an aisle, down per aisle or
No.
whatnot. That's not the
Mm.
case. They was just all right. Y'all stand outside for optics purposes, but once you get inside, it's just a free for all.
Do your thing, Wody. People all up on you. I'm like, I'm looking at yogurt. What are you doing right here? Like, you shouldn't be this close to me. So I got my mask. So whatever. People on the internet arguing about the gloves. How do you feel about that argument? Like, people have their phone in their hand, they're yelling at the phone about people wearing gloves. And I just think that's just so wild. How do you feel about that argument?
About what? People wearing gloves?
Yeah, people wearing cross contamination.
Yeah. And this dates back pre COVID. So I would go in a Wawa that's near me, and I would go in. I would leave the radio station, go to Wawa, and the girl with the gloves on, she'd be writing something down with the pen, with the gloves on, with the pen on the joint, and then she'll go and try to make my hoagie with it. Each time, like, no, 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 madam. I don't know
Right.
where the hell that pen's been. See, if we think about it, pens be in some nasty ass places.
Um,
Like we think about money be in nasty places, pockets and what have you.
yeah.
But pens, they be in. That might be the most nastiest thing ever.
Pins are
Pens
gross.
are gross because they're everywhere. The
Yeah.
bottom of cars, kitty litter,
Ooh,
just
the bottom of cars,
yeah,
the seat,
exactly.
sweaty hands.
Yeah, and so me seeing her with that, it's just like, no, don't do that. And so the same thing go with gloves. Like, what are you making? Like, what are you doing with the gloves? You doing everything. You're touching other people's glove. For real, you should be taking your gloves off after every time, right? After every time you do anything. Like if you pick up a
Right.
donut with the gloves, all right, new gloves, because you don't know if I'm
Okay.
allergic to chocolate. You
Right.
assuming that everything is copacetic out here.
Well, so you're coming from a place of people preparing your food or touching your food or whatever. I'm talking about the people wearing gloves to protect them from COVID. And then there are other people who have become internet medical professionals yelling at people who are wearing gloves, saying that they are cross contaminating. They are touching their germy phone and then touching the products and then doing this and never taking them off and blah blah blah, basically saying the gloves aren't protecting you, why are you wearing them? And the argument really just sounds like, yo, why are you wearing a condom? Yo, you want to get
Nah,
whatever
no, no, no,
anyway.
no, no. Mm-mm.
It really sounds like somebody's arguing about what kind of condom you are wearing. And I'm like, these people are just wearing the gloves because honestly, COVID is the hardest thing to understand. People don't know what the hell this is. People are just trying to protect themselves while they briefly go shop and bring their ass back home. So screaming at them on the internet just because they're just trying to protect themselves. I'm like,
Well,
yo,
I think
people going crazy.
we gotta pick our battles. Does it make sense
Yes,
to yell at somebody for wearing gloves? Nah, who cares? I'm out here in these COVID
yes.
streets without a mask. Cause I'm ultimately like, listen, if I got COVID, it might seem selfish. Like we all gonna get it. We all going down. I always tell the story about in ninth grade.
I'm not getting COVID.
I always tell the story about in ninth grade and Miss Miller ninth grade world history class and Sean Coward. Shout out to Sean Coward. He got
Oh, they can't hear
no,
me.
yeah, we good. We good.
Oh, we good.
Yeah, we good. That was like a good 6.5 minutes ago. Cause you was
Oh,
rapping during the intro like Meek Mill. And so I was like, all right, let me
uh,
silence her, but I had to take it off. So for those who were tuning in, she talked about how she was furloughed. That's the only thing you missed. That she was furloughed at her
uh,
gig. And now we're talking
hey Trina, hey
about why
Kamar.
people are wearing gloves. And so with Sean Coward, he got caught cheating in world history class. And so he could have just been like, all right, let me just take this. Right. But he went full Takashi. Welcome home, Takashi 6ix9ine. He said, oh no, Cohen's cheating too. Because he wasn't going down by himself. And I think that's what some people who don't wear masks or, that's what they're out here doing. And so I may or
Right.
may not be one of them. But
Okay.
as far as with the gloves, I it doesn't matter. I don't think I've seen anything at this stage of the game. I think we know now that gloves really don't matter. It's about washing your hands. It's about sanitizing your hands. That's the main thing. I think
That's the main
people
thing.
just look at you wild, like you look like a serial killer now. With you got the mask on now, you got the gloves, you got some rope in the trunk.
Right, right.
So it's just like, all right, what are we doing out here? But yeah, I mean, everybody want to be top flight. Everybody want to be
They
top
really
flight
do.
security.
I think essentially what people are doing with their gloves is what they do with their actual hands when they are going in these places. That's my point. Like you're
Yeah,
literally arguing with these people because they are putting on a condom. That's why I said that. I am touching the door handle to get into businesses. I'm doing this. I'm touching the meat and stuff in the market. I'm picking it up, putting in my cart. Doing that with these. So you argue with me because I got on gloves. It's just like, fam, like go clean your earring backs. You haven't taken those earrings out. They smell like ass. Like you need to worry about your own personal hygiene and germs and whatever you're putting out into the universe. That was
so it sounds
all.
like to me that you were out here in these Target streets in the dashiki with gloves on.
I know. I just have my
Or you
mask on,
just
but I really don't like people messing with people. Really, just trying to do their best. We are all trying to navigate through this damn COVID beast. Like, let people be great. They just let them wear their gloves, son.
that's
Like,
not how we are though.
uh,
we'll never be a society because there's too many people, number one, to ever let
yeah,
anybody be great at any point in their life. So we always going to find something to pick on, find something to complain about just because that's how we're conditioned as
right.
as a society. I think that's just
Yeah,
what comes with the territory. So yeah, no, I guess with the gloves thing, it doesn't make sense. My mom gave me some gloves. Doesn't make sense to me. Because I'm
yeah.
going to be touching stuff, and when I still take them off, like I still better be washing my hands. So
Still better wash
if
your hands.
not,
Yeah,
then what's the purpose? Because you got to take the gloves off, and then what are you touching after you take the gloves off? Are you just no longer driving the steering wheel? Or are you
yeah.
driving the steering wheel with the gloves on? Then if you are, then you could. So again, it's just like this slippery slope that we fall down when it's things like that. Again, I don't have the energy
Germ
to.
City.
Yeah. I just don't have the energy to think about stuff like that because that's when you become OCD. That's the people who wash their hands 25 times a day. Those are the
Right.
things that they worrying about, and we know that that's a very real mental health issue. And so me personally, I'm not. I got other things to worry about. Like I'm black wearing a
Exactly.
mask out in public. I think that's part of the reason why I haven't done it. Just because I don't know how white people gonna respond to that. A big black.
You know what? I just watched a video of some dudes in Chicago. They were escorted out of Walmart for wearing, I think it was Chicago. People in the comments, did y'all see that? Um, they were a police officer seen them walk in with masks on and said they can't come in here like that. And I'm like, what in the hell, Billy? Like, this is Chicago. You would think, you know what I mean? Everybody know what's going on, but Walmart is
It's
its
a
own.
different world. Cree
It's
Summer.
a different breed of folks. I'm talking like people in there with nightgowns and Jordans on. Like, Walmart is a
Yeah,
place.
Walmart outside of Dollar General, right? Because I go to Dollar General a lot. Dollar General has some of the dirtiest floors I've ever seen in my life. Only second
Really?
to Walmart. Walmart, I never see. Think about it. Have you ever seen a janitor in Walmart? No.
Nah, I don't think I have. I mean, I know they got them.
No. It's usually the sales
No,
associate, the young boy who's upset. He usually got a beard because they all look alike. And
right.
they're walking around. They might get a broom if it's a spill on aisle 7, but it might take a couple days for it to get picked up. But think about it. It's no designated, okay, my job is to clean at Walmart. It's
Right.
like a team effort. Like we all do it, but nobody does it.
Oh, so like I'm the cashier and I might mop up some milk and I might do your nails at the nail salon. They got nail salon in there now at
Eyeglass. They're going to
Walmart.
check your stigmatism. Then they go to Subway.
So they got like all purpose employees. So I don't know. I can't say I've seen somebody in there cleaning. You're right. They definitely need to enforce a dress code. Walmart is like a country of its own. People just really don't give a damn. No bra. And I'm really for the no bra movement because listen, bras are one of the most oppressive particles of clothing a person could ever wear. And free the titties in the comments, free the titties. However, you can't just be having your titties tittying in Walmart like that. You can't do that. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. So yes, I don't know. I can't speak to I can't say the T word. But I can't speak to about how
What?
breasts are, how they measure up out in these Walmart streets, or if it's a difference between Walmart breast and Target breast. Or Costco breast. I just don't. I'm not sure.
Definitely, definitely a different kind of breast in Walmart. I mean, if you want to just go down the slippery slope of discussing like the different types of breasts, we could do that.
I think we're going.
No.
I think we'll save
Okay.
that for
Leslie says free to tits. So I'm with Leslie. I'm with you. Yes, Miss Tad. Chrissy got some not now. Chrissy in them comments, where Lee Chung at? She titties.
I,
I'm
I feel like when I go post this on YouTube, I'm definitely going to make sure I have to say that this isn't kid friendly.
Okay. I'm
uh,
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry.
all good. It's all good.
You can cut this part out. Can't you cut this out?
No, not really, not really. But no, it's all good. It's all good. We good with it. So we gonna keep it moving. So we gonna get into this first story, and what it goes
What do
to,
we have?
it goes to white people, and again. And I want to get your thoughts. I feel like we keep talking about this. We keep talking about what white people doing. So April 8th in South Lake Tahoe. So that sounds fancy. That's in like California, right? Lake Tahoe?
Oh, that's somewhere in the
Yeah,
desert.
but it's South Lake Tahoe, so it might be a little Walmarty. Cause it says that this white woman, and her name is Jennifer.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her. That's
Oh
her.
my
Jennifer Walker. So she look a
God.
little Walmarty. She might have got a little lost on her way there.
Oh,
But but Jennifer Walker, yesterday afternoon, she was at a Safeway store. Again, when I think about Safeway, it just doesn't sound like Acme. It doesn't
no,
sound like
yeah.
Acme. It sounds a little hood for whatever that area is. So officers responded to a report of a customer licking groceries inside the store.
Yo, what's up with
No,
people?
no, stop,
What
stop,
is
stop.
going
Do me a favor,
on?
stop. Say what's up with white people. It's white people doing this.
What's up with white people?
And she's 53. So she's
Come on, sis. Come on. She white? She giving me a little Native American vibes.
well, we know they like
Or
the
is that
tan.
and Jennifer Walker? Are we
Yeah, and you know
sure?
her middle name. Her middle name is Gloria.
No, it. Oh, see.
So
Uh-uh.
at first I was
I don't know a Gloria I can trust. So you know what? You might be
Gloria's
right.
still
You might.
men. Gloria's still other people men.
Oh yes. What?
So this
Licking
and so
jewelry?
that's what it is. Like she was licking pieces of jewelry from the store on her hands and then began to load her cart with merchandise from the store. They said
Come on, Glow. Come on, Glow. How did you find out her middle name was
because when I
Gloria?
was searching it again after finding the picture, it said Jennifer Gloria Walker.
You're
And you know she's
ridiculous.
named after her grandmother. You know her middle name. They had to show her love. That's what make you think she might got a little a little seasoning in her blood.
Oh, she comes from a lineage of shady women. It's in her blood.
So
Jen, Glow.
so
I'm just
they
looking
said
at
that
her.
everything in the cart was approximately $1,800. She didn't have the means to purchase any of those items. And so she was charged with felony vandalism and was booked in the El Dorado County Jail without further incident. And so I just bring this up because it's just like white people doing the darndest things,
Yes.
and it just doesn't make sense. I just don't get it. Like I look at her and it screams methamphetamines. That's the look that I get from her, like early methamphetamine though.
She also very well probably had nowhere to sleep and get her quarantine on. She probably wanted to go to jail. You know, you get in a bed, you
Get
know, you
some
getting some
meals.
meals,
You get
you know, they got a TV in there, and they make good ramen. So that was probably the entire plan the whole time. Licking jewelry, that's heavy meth. She's
that's
heavy
and
meth
again that's what
vibes.
it looks like, heavy meth, and it just like and maybe it.
Is that a mole or is this something
I
on
think
my
I think
laptop?
it's
Okay.
I think it's a mole on her face. I think it's a mole on her face. But it's
Okay.
just like white people do the darndest things. And I had a question, and I was talking to my partner about this. So outside of the Dollar General, it's like an encampment now because the little shopping plaza is closed,
Right.
and the shopping plaza is closed. And so I guess the people like setting up shop, the heroin addicts and stuff. And so the white woman, she had like loose limbs. And I find that to be a lot with like heroin addicts that I see, or opioid addicts, where I don't know if you see where they just like very jittery and like they're moving around and like it's just no, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I'm trying to be
Right.
serious. Like have you ever seen that before? What I'm talking about, where it's just like, and it seems to be the white women, like where they have sort of like a Parkinson's s type of demeanor,
Right.
and I don't know if it's the heroin or the opioids or the meth that causes. Have you seen? Do you watch Love After Lockup at all?
I do not. No.
What? I feel like that would be right up
No.
your alley.
Is that I try not to watch too much reality TV. Is that what that is?
It is. It is. So the premise of it is women and men date people who are in jail for X amount of time, and then they get out and try to, you know, rekindle or really try to take their relationship to the next level. And so it's a lot of drama, of course. But it
Mm.
was one woman on there, and if y'all have watched in the comments, those who are viewing, you might know about Tracy and how she was on methamphetamine. She got out of
Kalana watched that show. She'll tell
yeah.
you. Kalana Spiller, she's a comedian. Yeah, I just want to say for identifying people who are on meth, it is hard for me because I work with a lot of white folks, especially when I was in Dallas. They would make comments about like somebody being on meth or this other kind of drug, and I'm just like, damn, I really only know how to identify crackheads. I don't know. I mean, if you have that obvious like I don't know loose limbs like what you were saying, or maybe like the holy looking face or something
Yeah.
like that. Like when it's extreme, I can pick it up. But if it's like a mild thing, like it's some type of drug abusers white folks can pick up easily, where I'm just like, I don't really know. I just only can spot a crackhead or two, or you know what I mean, a weed head. I I don't really
What the? Because
know.
we know what the weed head, we know what the male weed head looks like, and I got a particular image in my head. I feel like they have a headband and a fitted cap on. I feel like they have some form of some woo wear paraphernalia on. Their jeans.
And they say they stressed a lot. Stress. Right. They really be stressed. So yeah.
That's
Woo wear, you're
I'm
ridiculous.
just saying with some Timbs on. It's and usually they like light brown skin. That's the weed head that I get in my head, like the light brown skin weed head.
Light brown. Okay.
Yeah.
The we head chick, she usually has this really dark ring around her mouth, like literally morphing into a puppy. A puppy. A grown
Yeah.
puppy. That brown ring. And I don't know what that is from. I don't know if people aren't washing their face. I think you might need to wash your face after you smoke a little weed. Like go wash your face, go brush your teeth, just for maintenance. It's like after weed maintenance. I think that's very important because I don't know how you start to turn into a puppy like that, ladies. Please,
No puppying and
no
no
puppy.
puppying in the 2020. So yeah, so with Jennifer Walker, man, I don't know. And this is a slow news day as it always is because we could talk about how they're saying Philadelphia is about to be the next New York City when it comes to Corona, or Delaware officials being afraid that they're going to become the next hotbed because people from Philly are coming down there to go get their liquor and just traveling down in the state.
Because I'm ready to call somebody over. You know what I mean? So I feel that Delaware.
Word. Just tell the truth, shame the devil. You know what I mean? Tell the truth,
Listen,
shame the devil. So as
I'm
we
serious
as
about the
we
dog.
keep it moving, and we just talked about white people licking stuff. This takes us to another conversation, not about white people licking stuff, but just this idea of who's not allowed in your home ever. So I'm gonna tell you about this recent incident that I just had maybe about an hour ago that had me quarantined in my own crib. So my partner, coworker came over, and cool chick. She brought
You had a house guest?
had that's there you go. That's what it's
Do y'all hear that?
the snitching is crazy. The snitching is crazy out here, man. Well, she had
Wow. Go ahead.
listen. She had the drinks. She had the drinks, so that does change the dynamics up a little bit, right? When you got the drinks, it's all about what are you bringing here. No, so she
Okay.
came to pick up the drinks because we had got it from Jersey, so she was picking it up, and so it's just like, oh, come on, let's have a shot, and then a shot became a few hours of her being here, talking about whatever was popping off in her life, and so she was cool. She was young, and I try. You what? 35 ish. Yeah, and
Yes.
so she's newly turned 30, and she's talking about relationship issues, and I just said, wait till you get 33. Right? When you get
Okay.
33, you just not gonna have time for all of this ish that you're talking about. Like you got too much
Right.
energy still. You still got that 20s energy at 30.
Hmm.
But by the
Yeah.
time you get 32, 33, you just gonna be like, all right, listen, I'm not with this
Right.
ish.
I ain't got time. She still has that like I can key a car and bust some windows energy in her. Just handle it.
Yeah.
Handle it.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And so, she came over, so it was like, all right, let's take this shots of Ease's Jesus. So we took some shots of E&J against my better judgment, opened up my heart against my
Eases Jesus.
yeah, and listen, and I feel the effects of it right now. I'm shocked I'm being able to give off this type of energy right now after the Eases Jesus.
You
No,
drunk?
no, no, because I went and slept it off for about an hour or so, but I did have some Eases Jesus, and it was the conversation transpired. And I don't want to get into her business, but it can,
She definitely stole a therapy session out of you
she didn't steal.
for
She
in
did.
exchange for Jesus Jesus. Just want to put that out there. You got swindled. You might want to send her a cash app request. What's your fees these days? What are your rates?
Listen, only white people can afford me. No, I take that back. I'm playing.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
ah,
playing.
ah.
No, you're right though. She did steal a therapy session out of us, and you know what happens when
I'm
you.
gonna send Gloria your way. If only one, I'm gonna send Jennifer Gloria Walker your way.
And so we sitting there, we was talking about the situation, and I'm trying to talk about it from a man perspective. My partner trying to talk about it from a woman's perspective, trying to give her some game. And then it came up that this person had been physically abusive towards her. And at that point, it's just like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. Like it's
Okay.
no redeemable quality. I believe people have the propensity to change. I just
Yeah.
think first it shouldn't be done with that same person. Or it should be a lot of time that has lapsed during this time period. I think everybody involved needs therapy separately, and
Yes.
that's just the deal. And so with that, like people know me, I could shoot anybody bail, right? I could shoot Jennifer Walker bail for real, even in her nastiness. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
that physical abuse piece. It's just like, all right, nah, I can't shoot you bail. Sexual assault,
Shooting bail meaning benefit of the
given the
doubt,
benefit
right?
of the doubt, try to offer
Okay.
arguments. So it
Right.
started with like a conversation on cheating, and yeah, I could talk and give a perspective, and how I could almost justify it if I worked hard enough, right?
Yeah.
But with this, I couldn't, and so I was done. It was a wrap for me, and with that again, she's a little younger, and so we just hope that as she get older,
Where was she at with it? Like, what was she saying about your responses?
no, she was like, no, I understand what you're saying. You right. And it's just I am fed up. I said, no, you're not fed up. You're not fed up. Right? You could say you fed up.
You and your lady, y'all want to be Monique and Daddy so bad. What's Monique's husband name? Y'all really think y'all them? I'm gonna just call him Daddy because that's what she be. Y'all really want to be Monique and Daddy, but go ahead.
His name what? Clayton?
Oh, she
That's it,
sitting
sitting
there.
right
Hey,
next to me. Yeah,
girl.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, what's up, Mo?
And I think I might be Monique actually for real, for real, for
You are you
real.
you are.
Like, you know what? Netflix did me wrong, Steve, and it hurt me when you didn't show me the love that I needed as a black woman.
Love y'all for real.
Facts, facts. But that was her response. And even with that, her saying she understood, I'm like, you don't understand. Because you're not at that fed up point yet. Because you're still
Yeah, she
able to
ain't
have
ready.
this conversation, be able to tell people what's happening, and without a hint of embarrassment, without a hint of
Right.
shame. And so yeah, no, that's not the case. So what I did was after a while, the Jesus hit me. After a couple shots, and I went upstairs and went to sleep for about 40.
Kamar said bad
Yeah,
decision.
yeah, yeah.
Kamar drinks all the brownest liquor. Give me whatever you got
Oh,
brown.
he
Is
that's
how
how
he
he lives. Just
requests.
give me brown.
Just whatever you got, fam. Like that's how he whatever you got,
Yeah,
cuz brown.
yeah,
But he talking about bad decisions. Okay. So the Eases Jesus
yeah.
kicked in. Is that did you make that? Did you patent that name? Like
Listen,
what's up? Where'd you
the
get
Easy
that name?
Jesus been that's been the name. You say Easy Jesus, Easy Jeezy. That's been the name before I was a drinker. So yeah, that's
Oh,
just what it's always been. That goes to
okay.
the Ned DeWino from Good Times. Like he's probably invented it a way back before that. But so I went upstairs, went to sleep for about 45, 50 minutes, and then I hear this male voice in my house. And I said, no, this ain't the good here.
Uh-uh. Phil, you had a COVID party. Y'all call the cops,
Yeah.
please. Alan, this dude just had a COVID party. What are you
I didn't have a
doing?
COVID party. I didn't.
You need to replace your doorknobs at this point. What is wrong? You're not taking this serious.
I listen. I am.
What are y'all doing?
I listen again when the and we're gonna get about into the $15 because alcohol is on that list, but things change when alcohol is in the system. So listen, so down the street from before I get back to the allowing your crib, like it was the Puerto Rican chicks, like they was on the steps and I smelled marijuana. They about 6, 7 doors away, and they was taking booty shots, right? They was taking booty shots on the steps, and this ain't the neighborhood that happens in. And so I knew they had to be under the influence, and I don't think a couple of them lived there. And so, I did my slow drive by because listen, I'm gonna watch you take your Instagram pics, right? And
Right.
I I'm not a pervert, but I may pick my phone up and just be, oh, look what's going on out here, y'all. They drawing, ain't they? But I didn't do
Oh,
that.
so you're that guy. But meanwhile, you had a whole COVID party, and you want to you want to film other people.
I should have
Okay.
reported them. I should have reported them. But no, it was definitely unintentional. But then it turns out it's the bull who likes to put his hands on other people, and he was coming to pick her up because she couldn't drive drunk. And so I'm just so upset in my head. Like, why
Yeah,
is this
yeah,
person
yeah.
in my crib? Like,
Right.
and I was just frustrated. I was so upset, and it had me thinking, like, yo, who's banned from your crib? So in my crib, I got people who are physically abusive without at least a year of sobriety from hitting. Right? I need at least a year clean of hitting.
A
I
year
need a
clean.
year clean
Right.
of hitting before you can enter my crib.
What? How are you getting this in? Are you doing like a background check before somebody comes in? Like,
Well, I mean,
are you asking for the Carfax?
I don't have.
How do you
I think
obtain this?
you just end that with I don't have company, and so this was a shock anyway. Like
Oh,
my first time really having company is during COVID. Who knew? It might be the
I,
last days.
it might be
You
the
know,
last. Hey, yo, you had a party. All right, so who's allowed?
so
So nobody now.
no, so I was just thinking. So who's not allowed? I know. So anybody who's
Hmm.
physically violent, um, uh, I see. I want to say, see, and I'm gonna contradict myself, so I'm not gonna even say it. Because actually, one of my good friends is somebody who made a piss poor decision that now they paying for it. And if I said it out in public, y'all be like, "Yo, what the f?" But again, you get to know the person, so that definitely plays a part in
Right.
it. But yeah, I think that's where it ends. Just people who hit other people. I'm just not a fan
Okay.
of that. So what about you? Who's not allowed in your crib? And y'all listening, tuning in on YouTube Live, and shout out to y'all, and Facebook Live, shout out to y'all. Who's not allowed in your crib?
Alan, he had a COVID. He had a Corona party, is what he had. He's like, what kind of party? Who's not allowed? So certainly somebody who is physically abusing other humans. Um, But on a lighter note, and people may not even think about this, but y'all paper towel happy people, y'all can't come in my house. Like you using all my paper towels, especially now that the shelves are scarce. Like you're not gonna be paper towel after paper. Use one the rest of the night, or use your shirt. So paper towel happy people. My sister came in here before the whole quarantine thing got really real, and my apartment has all carpet, light carpet. It's really clean in here. It's real zen. Like when you walk in here, you're like, okay, this person cleans their place. Take your shoes off. I am that girl.
Take your
Take your
shoe.
shoes off.
So when do you? Before we get into that, when do you let people know that they got to take their shoes off? Do you give them a notice before they come over? Like, yo, you got to take your shoes off? Because I think that means, because sometimes, listen, we going to keep it real. If I throw this, see, I'm glad I wear black socks, so this helps out a little bit. But I may have a, like, oh, let me just throw some socks on. It may be my workout socks from the previous day that air dried. And I'm
Hmm.
out here with them. And so, but for those,
I got socks. I got socks in a little basket. You can wear little fuzzy socks, but I'll tell you how they will know where I don't have to verbalize it. When you walk into my apartment, there's a little shoe mat for shoes. So if you're aware, if your eyes are open, if your mind, if you can see and you have a functioning brain, you will know this probably is a place I want to take my shoes off. That is literally the feel you would get when you walk into the door. I should probably take my shoes off. It's a little shoe mat right there. Take them shoes off. You've been walking on dead squirrels, crime scenes. My sister live in Chester, okay? You don't walked on all kind of stuff. So just take your shoes off. And my mom took her shoes off, and then I was like, "Yo, sis, shoes. I like your sneaks, I like your kicks, but take them off." And she's like, "I have to," and I'm like, "Yeah, take your shoes off."
Yeah, I think
So
that's
that
I don't know. I think that's just kind of weird, man. I'm just not a
you're kind of weird. You had a COVID party, so I don't want to hear your judgment about weirdness.
yeah, oh yeah, I'm just not a fan of the taking the shoes off just for GP. Now, if Allah told you to tell me to take my sneakers off, then I'm gonna take them off. But if it's just you,
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a message from God. Definitely got the message from Him. Let people know, take them shoes off before entering your home.
so do you
So
have flip
there's that
flops,
on
like
that.
clean flip flops people could put on? Because everybody doesn't just
I
like
got
touching. Because why would I want my socks and stuff during the COVID-19 crisis to be touching your floor that has other people's COVID socks on?
you must have athlete's feet or something. You two against this. You
No, I
two.
got pretty food, but I gotta stick up for the people.
My daughter keeps calling me. Jeez
What's
Christ,
she?
what do you
She
want?
wants you to bring her some. Mom, can you bring me a Go-Gurt?
She's in Maryland, so
Oh,
it's
wow. Oh,
like
word. Okay. All right.
I'm off.
If
I am off. I'm off.
yeah,
I'm not even your mom right now. What do you want? Who is that? Whose child is this?
word.
Oh my God. Let me send a message. Hold
No,
on.
it's all good. It's all good.
All right.
Let's see. So Leslie says, crackhead's any type of abuser, and if I experience you broke something in my crib, you can't come back.
Yes, Leslie. Definitely crackheads. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had. No, I take that back. I take that back. So I don't know if you tuned in earlier this week when I gave a shout out to those people who work under the table, like your under the table carpenters, electricians, hot water heater replacers. And so my hot water tank burst on Tuesday.
Homeowner
Yeah, in
problems.
facts.
Look at
Whole
that.
whole basement flooded. Hit my mom Deuce up like I do. Mom, like, what's the boy name who helped with the heater last night? She said, "Oh, I'm a
That poor lady. I know she's sick of you.
oh."
Where's she at
she
tonight?
actually
Where's
she
she
probably
at? I'm gonna need her number too. Where's she at?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to hit her up. She go because she usually texts me after good show. I learned so much, baby. And so shout shout out to
She's so cute.
but and so she gave me the guy. Me and the guy talked. He like, yeah, I could do it. Went picked him up. I should have known. He was like, yeah. I was drinking some beers, chilling. It was about 10:30 in the morning, and so it was like, all right, I know how alcoholics giving up. I do. They could still do
Right.
some of their best work under the influence. But then he kept talking about his girl and how she get on his nerves. I could be out here cheating if I wanted to, but I don't live that life, right? I'll just be home, and she just want to nag. We drove past a sister she was fly, and he was like, see, I could talk to her, but I ain't got myself together right now and I'm just thinking you're lying. And so I should have took that as a hint that some bullshit was going to come up. And so
What is he talking? I would have been like, sir, can you fix this hot water heater or
you
not?
can't do that though. You got, especially when they providing the heater and you only got to pay $100, they putting it in and you know what the going rate is. Sometimes you just got to take it. You got to take the nonsense
So
that,
you gotta take okay, you trying to get the
yeah,
discount.
you trying to. And so he was like, all right, $100. And I'm like, all right, he came, fixed it, bro.
Oh, that's COVID care pricing.
And so
Everything is COVID related
oh
at
yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
facts of life. These are the facts of life. No tootie.
Yeah.
And so I took him, dropped him back off home. Like, all right, get back to the crib, go about my day. I'm like, dang, $100? I done made out. 3 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. Buddy, my little cat, tried to bust in the door. Now, Buddy likes to come in the crib at night. He tries to bust through the door. He just runs to the other side, chills for about 10 minutes, and then rolls. And so that's
Right.
his nightly thing. And so he busts
Uh-huh.
in and wake up like, wait, you smell gas. And it's just like, wait, you smell gas. And the gas was strong. Called a gas company at 3 a.m., just right before that big storm. Get out. We go sit in the car because we like, listen, if it blow up, rest in peace, Lola and Buddy, but we going to be good, right? We going to be
Right.
good. Gotta take care of animals. And so they came out and they was like, yeah, this
Believe
this
it.
new hot water that you got from this bowl is busted. Is cracks here and here, gas is leaking out of which he caused.
What was his name? Had to be Reggie. What was his
I think
name?
it's like Mike. Yeah,
Mike.
Mike.
Oh
It's
gosh.
and so
We're gonna call him Reggie just for the sake of him.
and I was frustrated right? I would have been angry if it was $100. But when I asked him again at the end, like, yo, all right, how much? He was like, 150. And I was like, I know my mom was like, only give him $100. Only give him $100. And I was like, all right, I got 140. He was like, yeah, it's supposed to be 100, but just tell him you tip me. And he was like, let's stop right here at the beer distributor. And went and got him a 6-pack. So now he chilling off my 140. And so what?
And
It's
did you call him?
why we ain't got nothing to talk about.
You
Yeah, I
right.
mean, what did he
You
say?
right.
Can't fool me once, shame on. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again.
Get your
You
bush.
know, you know what I mean?
Yo, you know what? He gives me like, he made it halfway through trade school, and then that was it with the HVAC situation. And I'm gonna just out here I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna wing it. And wow, he really came up. So have you had someone there to resolve the
So
issue?
yesterday, after they turned it off, the gas company,
Mm-hmm.
who do we have to call now? Right. So you had on one end you got drunk Mikey and Reggie. The other
Reggie.
end you got fast talking Jose.
Oh.
Fast talking Jose gonna try to get every dollar that he can out of you, but he gonna try to make you feel
Yeah.
comfortable as heck. But he don't realize that his fast talking got you already skeptical about the prices.
Right.
But sure enough,
That's what it is. And he ain't go to HVAC. He didn't go to trade school, HVAC school. He just inherently just know how to fix stuff. It is just in him to be able to fix things and fast talk and swindle you. So what's that price
that
looking like?
price was about 4 figures. That was about four
Oh,
figures. And so I'm sitting there. So, Jose, like, Papa, they love hitting you with the Papa. They don't they? Papa, you know,
Papa.
they love that. He's like, Papa, I'm going to do
That's
this right here.
hilarious.
Papa, I'm going to do this right here. But listen, the gases went away. I don't smell it. They got hot water.
Good. I listen. If you can't be stuck somewhere and smelling Luke oil all damn night, that doesn't sound safe. I mean, I don't know much about any of that, but I'm glad y'all fixed that situation and dropped them 4 figures on what's his name,
Jose.
Jose?
Jose, yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Jose.
and I mean that's another conversation in itself when we talk about couples and relationships, right? Because I ain't dropped the 4 figures. My partner, my living partner, dropped the four
Come on,
figures,
partner.
right? She showed up, and now she worried about me looking at her differently because why do and this is what I don't understand, right? And see, this is the difference between women and men.
Hmm.
So I had me a little stash, not a lot of money, in my
Okay.
sock drawer. Everybody knew where it is.
You selling drugs again? Thought you gave that up.
Full disclosure, I've never sold narcotics a day of my life. Uh, but that
All
threw
right.
me off. But so I had
My
to,
bad.
my money is just there. Everybody know what my money is. Like, damn, I don't want to get robbed. Don't come rob me because it ain't that much there now. But
Okay.
she come up out of nowhere, like she hit the Bat Cave and said, "O'Hare." What you mean, O'Hare? Where we get this from? Well, this
Yo, that's that black girl magic, prepare for anything cave where you got to put a code in. You got to put lip gloss, lay your edges, all these things to enter this cave of savings because you got to just be prepared for anything. Your mom got one too. She going there every time you bothering her. She went in there to get you Reggie number. Now she really need to she really need to throw that contact away. But it's,
so she swear I feel some type of way, right? And so it's like I feel some type a part of me like me being a full-time entrepreneur. I know I ain't got everything because I'm trying to build something off the
right.
ground. But
Yeah.
you know how I've been conditioned as a man, like, oh, you supposed to do X, Y, and Z. And so yeah, I'm not, like, oh, you got this, I ain't got this. Nah. But still a little part of it is just like, dag, why don't I know where your bread
Dang.
is? How you hiding bread? And that's why I had to bring out my crib. How you hide money in my crib? Right? That's
Right.
what you got. You got to throw that out there. So I'm, she go to work. I'm gonna go look for it. And that's
Mm.
just gonna be what it is. And find us keepers. You know.
I think that question is ego speaking, and I think a partnership is what you experienced. like that, the benefits of a partnership is what happened.
Words.
I
So I
think
should be
we
grateful.
just need to be grateful. Let's lower that ego, because that ego wasn't going to get the situation fixed. Okay. Let me pay for this with my ego. Nah, fam. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what partnership
But
is
I
all
think y'all
about.
conditioned to do that because I walked outside and I was like, Miss Anita, my neighbor. I'm running only two neighbors that I speak to. I'm like, Miss Anita, you don't keep secrets, do you? It ain't not especially about finances. She
Oh
said,
my God.
she was like, she better have her own money somewhere. I said, whoa.
Yes.
Well, wait, what?
Yes.
So maybe I missed the boat on this. Like I wasn't schooled or hip to the game. Maybe I've just been dealing with women who just didn't have that wherewithal, that information.
Right. Right.
So that's
No, you're in a good spot. Um, Speaking of just being a woman with some extra stash and cash in case someone needs it. Like I've been through this whole COVID situation, and while I'm on Facebook and I'm looking around, and people who I like know, or even complete strangers. I'm an empath, so when I see people are struggling, this situation got people out of work, they don't have money, can't feed their kids. That's the time to just kind of band together and do what you can to just help people, be of service. This one young lady, oh my God, I've done this a bunch of times so far. My Cash App is a little too friendly, but now I gotta stop because I don't have a job. But
meanwhile my Cash App underneath the joint in the screen that's on, hashtag cash tag quantify LSA. Matter of fact, before you start
right.
speaking, it's a perfect time to play my good brother and yours, brother Umar Johnson.
Let me see if y'all gave me any donations. Let me
Do you
see.
have it
I'm
ready?
giving y'all all my wisdom, but where the donations at? Last donation to the school was Richard Harris. Somebody better get on their Cash App. Somebody better get on their Cash App. Cash.me/$FDMG school. I better get some donations. I'm about to hang up.
So, like my good brother Umar said, listen, hit the Cash App up. We giving you some great content right now. We giving you some jokes. We giving you some laughter. We giving you some love here on this Thursday evening. You see the Cash App. Cash tag Quantify LLC.
Right there.
And what's yours?
Oh, what is mine?
See, you
Oh
not
my
ready.
God.
You not pimping. Pimping ain't been pimping since pimping been pimping. You not ready.
Oh yes, because I am out of work, guys. Ashley G _1120. Go ahead and send me some money,
Yeah,
please.
and it's just so we can continue to bust out the quality content to you folk. But go ahead. So you was sending this young sister a couple dollars.
Yeah, so it's just two different ladies. This one sister, if she's watching, just whatever. But this one and this was before the situation happened. But she asked me for some money. I was like, sure, no problem. Like, you don't even have to go into detail. I know you got kids, whatever. Here you go. The next week, can I get, and then I just was like concerned. And she just converted to Islam at the time. So I was like, you don't have no sisters at the masjid you can like contact and, utilize, those resources. Like the Muslim community, they look out for one another. Like you're never without when it comes to them. That is one particular community that I see when you are involved. They are very close knit and look out for each other. And she was just like, I don't really go to none. And I'm just like, all right, well, what are you doing? Like you just converted. You don't, I don't understand that. So I, I did what I could and I found a sister who is like a devout, uh, Muslim sister. And I was like, can you help her out? Y'all are in the same city. She is DMing me or inboxing me for money multiple times. I can't keep helping her like this. Can you help her? She helped her out, sent her money. The girl asked me for money again. I was like, sis, like what is this? This is unfair. This is
Yeah,
abuse.
I think in the Muslim community they will call that's haram.
That is haram. And I literally was going to be like, what's your social security? Because you are a dependent at this point. I'm claiming you and them kids if you ask me for money one more time. But then there was another young lady who sent me a Cash App request. And I was just like, yo, where am I? These people have a lot of nerve. Like to just slide me a $10 request. What do I look like, some type of fool? Some type of pet? Like I got all kinds of money? I
Listen,
don't get
listen.
it.
Once you put the word out that you spreading bread and showing love like Nino Brown out to the community, then that's just who you are. You giving out turkeys. Just it's in the form of cash apps.
Really? I was like, I wonder what the celebs and all that like really go through, because that was stressing me out. I go in my inbox, I'm thinking I'm just checking for some general Facebook thirst, and here you are, asking me for money, or I'm thinking I'm getting some money on Cash App, and you trying to take money. What? I'm not giving you $10. You better get out. I'm gonna give you 10 ways to find a job.
And see, that's the beautiful thing about being I don't want to say unemployed. However, that's just one of the beauties where I just ain't got it. I ain't got the five, like Martin said. I ain't got the five. I can't.
I ain't got the five. I ain't
I
man
can't do
five.
it for you. And it's just no shade to y'all. It's just not where I'm
Right.
at with mine currently.
Yeah.
Right. So no, shout out to you. The blessings are in the giving, and that's what the will of the
Yeah.
Lord of the Most High said. Amen, church.
Oh,
A
this,
Yeah, I think that's like
whatever they
John
say.
chapter 3, verse 12. I'm
Right.
certain of it. So our last and final topic is just a little fun thing we gonna do before we get out of here. So your quarantine team. And so I'm putting this on the screen. You won't be able to see us, but you'll be able to see what the list is. And so what it is you get $15 to build your quarantine. $15.
$15.
$15.
Let me see what you got. What is it?
So can you see it on the screen?
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
All right.
Not that I gave this to you in pre-production. You know what I mean? But we're going to let you look at it right now.
So for short, give me them naps.
Wait,
Okay.
you got to add it up because, my math ain't the bestest.
Oh, mine ain't either. That's why I grabbed a pen and I got a paper. So we got $15. So I'm going to take a nap. Okay. And
that's $1. And we want to know what yours is, those who are tuning in on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. With this
to hell with these at-home workouts, to hell with puppies. You got to walk them damn puppies so they can pee. Hell no. Unlimited toilet paper. Give me that $5.
Unlimited toilet paper. Like, why do you need unlimited toilet paper? Like, what you want? How much toilet paper are you using? See, now it's coming full circle. You tried to put the paper towel people abusers out there, but when in reality, it's you. You were talking about you. You tired of yourself.
I'm tired of myself.
You tired of yourself.
I am. That's a factual statement. I'm tired of myself. Going for walks. Listen. Okay, I gotta listen to music. That's $4. Dang, did I really pick? I don't think I picked unlimited toilet paper. I'm gonna scratch that. So I'm at 5 right now with naps and listening to music. Alcohol, you can probably sign me up for that, son. So 8, 9, we had 9. Cook, I like to cook. That's it for me. Like,
so where you at price wise?
So 8, 9, 11.
So you just gonna let $4 be out there hanging?
I knew I would have change.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why people, you not really built for this life, right? Because if if it came down to it and you got $15.
I want my check. Get my damn change. See, you the type that didn't bring the change back. Give me my change.
What you gonna do it? All right. So I guess you got 40. So what was yours again?
11. So I have naps, alcohol, cooking, and music. You can keep that damn dog. Keep them sweatpants. I'm in here Winnie the Pooh style. Okay, the whole quarantine Winnie the Pooh. Ain't no pants. Ain't no pants being worn here.
Because you got unlimited toilet paper, right? Like
Taking walks, Zoom. I'm sick of Zoom. Like, Zoom me out of here.
All right. So yeah, I just so let me go with it. Where am I going? And again, we want to hear what yours is. I just made it big again on Facebook and YouTube Live. So I got $15, and it's my first time really looking at it.
I know you're gonna say read, but you was the one that ain't want to read out loud in school. But go ahead.
Word.
Go ahead, read.
So read is all right. So we're gonna go with sweatpants.
Knew what he was gonna say.
First and foremost, $4 sweatpants, right? Because listen, it's you can free ball, so it's a little different, right?
Make them gray. That matters.
Gray sweatpants matter. So we gonna go with the gray sweatpants. This is where it gets tough. It gets a little difficult. So we're gonna go gray sweatpants. Gray sweatpants. Now got me thinking about gray. No, I'm not going pause. And I don't even live the pause lifestyle, but I ain't going gray sweatpants. So we're going to go sweatpants because, again, just when you free ball, you still want to have a little barrier in between because accidents can happen. Because why? Because I'm going to have some alcohol, right? And so that's $8, bam, right there. So we got the sweatpants, the alcohol. This is getting heavy. Video games. Ooh.
Video game. How much is that?
So that's 4, 8. That's 11. That's 11 with the video games because you just got to be able to just do something like playing video.
You getting up there? You ain't even eating. Like, what's wrong with you, fam? You getting up?
All right, you know what? I take alcohol back because I don't need unlimited alcohol, so I'm gonna take that back. Sweatpants, video games for sure. See, what's underrated is to clean the house. Right? To just have that magically happen whenever you need that to go down. Because you home all the time. You just like, F it, I'm not going nowhere. Nobody's coming over. So why would I need to clean up?
Okay.
So we talking about dishes. We talking about fast food. So we got sweatpants. We got video games. That's 8. We got clean the house at 10. Naps.
Naps are up there. You have one. You just had a drunken old man 45-minute power nap.
But that doesn't take away from my 8 hours sleep because I don't sleep anyway. So I'm up till 2 a.m. watching Law and Order: Criminal Intent on Sundays or WeTV every night. So I'm not going to do naps. I think it's not enough good places doing food delivery at these days. So I'm not going to go food delivery. I'm going to go cook. So we got sweatpants, we got clean the house, we got cook, so that's 8. I said video games. That's 13. 11. Where you get 13?
Oh, all right.
Wait, 4 sweatpants. this is where the eases Jesus harm you. That's why they drink it. Because it ain't for people who can. Never mind. I take that back.
I thought it was 11 before.
So sweatpants, video games. That's 7. Clean the house is 9. Cooking is 11. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I am gonna go with Reed.
Y'all watching? I want to see what y'all quarantine looks like. I want to know because this dude picked video games, and I'm just
I feel like this it's because I've been playing Call of Duty a lot. Like I haven't played video games really in a few years, but because I have all this downtime, it's just like it's an easy, quick get in, get out. That's what she said, and just making it happen. So
you didn't pick like
I picked reading.
Any streaming services?
You said what?
You didn't pick any of the streaming services.
I think they might be. They might be overrated. I mean, yeah, I don't need streaming.
I'm just saying, how are you? I'm going to attribute that to your Law and Order and all that kind of stuff. So you ain't gonna be able
that's a good
to watch that at 2 a.m.
YouTube not streaming though.
It is. It ain't.
It's not because streaming services you gotta pay for. Like I see Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu. I'm thinking stuff you got to pay for. Yeah, you know why I'm not going streaming services? Why? Because I'm using somebody's account. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is
You're
why
right.
I'm gonna do that, yo.
Definitely right.
I got somebody for Comcast account right now. I had it for about 5 years.
I need somebody's FiOS account. I need it. Let me know when you get it.
Word. And I'm
Find me
gonna
that.
spend this last dollar that I have.
You hype. You don't even want change. You better get my change.
I think doing literally nothing is very underrated. I don't want naps. Talking about quarantine is annoying as hell because I'm sick of people talking about COVID and every post they posting is about COVID. The
Yeah.
ability to do nothing is vastly underrated because
it's so special. It's so special.
we always think we're supposed to be doing something, right?
I'm glad the both of us didn't even mention scrolling through social media, because if I hear another baby girl give me something
or
oh
or
my god,
don't rush. Don't
don't
rush.
rush.
Yo.
How about I rush to block you, because I don't want to see this anymore. If I get tagged in another gray old daddy don't rush video, you know they got the old heads. People think I love old heads. I don't know. I like people who look like they bathe and I don't know, have all of their teeth or whatever, but I don't want to see them old men. I don't want to see don't rush or baby give me something good. Shut up.
I'm I low key like the don't rushes. Like, I've been watching them. You got the a lot of women been doing their thing with the don't rush, if
I
you
will
can rub a
say,
lot out
okay,
with the don't rush
I'll
challenge.
I'll say this. I only want to be tagged in the don't rush videos from the cues, and that's it. Only the cues, only the bras. They got the best don't rush for me. It does a lot for me in my lonely
What? Because
quarantine.
they jumping around barking? What is it about?
Now you kind of sound like a
No, I'm
hater.
asking.
They are,
I don't,
well, first of all, they have the Medi cues is what they call them. So all the cues that are doctors, they giving you a good old don't rush, throwing the hook or whatever they call that with the tongue out. So I'm like, oh my God, you are all this talent in one video. It's just great. It's a great thing to see. You should watch.
it's an underrated one, and I don't know how the listening public gonna take it.
What?
Listen, and then people judge all the hell they want. The trans women one,
Okay.
yo, I was like,
Yeah.
I had it because I got glasses on. I had to go up and I had to go down, and then I had to go down and up one more again. And I was just
Okay.
like,
Oh, I already know
word.
they were given a show. You need to like send me one if you know the name, or I'll just look it up. I watched one earlier because she was an old coworker of mine, but I was like, okay. But it was QWOC, Don't Rush. So queer women of color. I was like, okay, I'll see y'all. And it was like couples.
Yeah.
Queer women of color. It was
That's a
a
little
bunch
too
of
much for me to Google,
letters.
but yeah.
Too much, but they look fantastic. I was like, I see you ladies.
Making it happen. Listen, we making it happen just like we made it happen. Leslie said, listen to music, walk, cook, and alcohol.
Leslie, what you cooking? And drinking. I know Leslie is drinking that Jesus Jesus.
Yeah, you gotta, and it's real. You gotta invest in your alcohol, man. I learned that a long time ago. If you going to drink, invest. Don't sit there and buy these little $9.99 bottles or what. Just save up for the $30 bottle. Your body will thank you for it. I don't think I'm gonna be good again until Sunday afternoon. That's just how I'm feeling right now.
Well, that could be something else, because you're letting people into your home at a time when people are highly contagious, and this is a serious health crisis we're experiencing. I'm calling the CDC when we're done with this. Just letting you know.
You call Dr. Fauci. I mean, at the White House, we didn't even talk about that. Talking about Joe Exotic at the White House. You didn't see that? The guy asked the president if he would consider pardoning Joe Exotic.
Who asked that?
Guess. White people. Black people don't got time. We dying at a higher clip and being infected at a higher clip than any other group. You think we got time to ask about some nut ass Joe Exotic? We just don't. We got other stuff to worry about, right? Like why Jennifer Gloria Walker out
Come on,
out
look
here
at
wilding.
jewelry. What kind of jewelry they got in
That's
Safeway? Wait, it's
exactly. See, now we start to get to we doing the deep dive, right? I appreciate the deep dive. What kind of jewelry is she licking in Safeway where you could buy groceries? It's not diamonds and pearls.
she look at all that sterling
That is
silver.
sterling. Did it get
Tongue
foggy?
tasting like aluminum foil tongue.
A whole bunch of heart pendants. Like, come on, man. Like, tripping. Well, listen, this been dang, hour 15 went fast. Well, hopefully I'll get you on sooner. We might have to do a midday rhetorically speaking. Since you ain't got nothing to do. I've been unemployed way before COVID, so we could get it. We could get it popping.
You've been fired like 3-4 times.
Hey,
okay,
man,
well,
it's the name of the game, right? It's the name of the game. So feel free to shout out your information, how they could keep in contact with you, probably on Instagram, because if they watching you now, then they should see you on Facebook.
They should definitely see, but people don't really read things. So Ashley Guy on Facebook, Ashley G _1120 on Instagram. Yeah, check me out. I'm on there doing all kind of things, juicing, cooking, just being cool.
You might need a name change.
Yo, my name sucks. I talked to my mom about this. Like, my brother had a very ethnic name. His name was Amin.
No.
My sister is Kenya, and I'm Ashley.
Oh, no, I'm talking about your Instagram name, like the 1120. That's you need a comedic name, or you need a plain Jane name.
I'm not just a comedian though, so I don't know. I have to make it work.
Just something with the 1120 is just like,
you know how many Ashleys in this world? This stupid ass name. Exactly.
Word. Just go Ashley __ guy or _ Ashley. I am the Ashley guy. I am Ashley guy.
I hate it. I hate that.
That was the big thing on Twitter and I am.
The real. It's like
the real.
Okay.
Man.
Well,
it's been a pleasure.
It's been
a pleasure. The Eases Jesus hitting me hard. Go finish off this Papa John's racist pizza that was so delicious. Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, I don't know if Ashley might. I might hit y'all with a noon rhetorically speaking tomorrow, depending if this gets out of my system or not. But no, I definitely appreciate you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on YouTube Live. If you're on Facebook, go to YouTube and hit the subscribe button for Quantify LLC. I'm only 99,730 people away from monetizing this whole entire thing. So I'll put that on you. I'll put that on you, people. So no, I definitely appreciate you all tuning in. Until next time, America. Peace.